All right, welcome back. We're getting kind of a late start today, and we'll probably have to end early today. I got things going on. Uh, do have a little confession to make. Um, After the last playthrough, I was very disappointed with the fact that we sent that knight on his way, and I thought there was going to be some sort of fight or something in that cave, and turns out we never got that. So, talking to some friends over the last couple days, they did inform me that I did miss out on one of the better cards and a pretty cool encounter. So, being frustrated as I was with that, I went ahead and replayed this game so I could make sure that I got that card and the the in the encounter as did the encounter as well. So I did record that, so I will upload that to my YouTube here now. Okay, I have replayed this game up to this point as we missed something very important. So we're going to progress on. We're still on Bonebreaker. So let's press on and do this. I'll just hit apply, make sure, resume. All right.
On their way to the capital, Meave and company happened one fine day upon a lone rider. Had I been at her side, I would immediately have recognized his passionate gaze and altogether chivalrous mien.
Identify yourself, sir, and your intent.
Ake of Denel I am dubbed, and my design I never conceal. The good book says the world is a garden which the gods once conferred upon man, and we men have this garden neglected. In consequence, all manner of filth has made its lair here. Drowners, ghouls, and other kobolds. I have sworn ne'er to rest until the day when, with the gods' help, I have rid the world of these beasts and pests. I wander all lands, seeking out evil and facing it in mortal combat.
Who do we spy? A knight-errant?
Just as likely a madman.
How goes your hunt?
How goes your hunt? Caught the trail of any monster?
Monster? Too fair a term by far. An exceptionally vile worm has made its lair in nearby caverns. It is said to be the very distillation of filth. A slither in horror. A melange of the macabre. Its head, that of a wild cat of Ophir. Its maw full of spiked teeth. The wings of a bat it is said to have. The tail of a scorpion, and from it a thick venom drips. Learned men call this variety a manticore, or mardiacore.
Perhaps it will be most prudent, then, to send for a witcher.
A witcher? Soulless automatons they are, all, feeding on common folks' fears. What they demand gold to do, I perform without demand of any coin.
Sir Ake, far be it from me to discourage you. Your endeavor is noble, no doubt, but from what I have heard, manticores are exceedingly dangerous beasts.
To defeat this filth alone could be a difficult task, I'll not deny. Yet try it I must, for it is what I have sworn before the gods.
I shall help you if you then join us.
We shall help you find and fight the manticore, provided you then pledge to help us fight an even fiercer and filthier beast.
Of course, my lady. Yet what manner of horror is it? A viper? A griffin? A drake of some rare form?
Were it only. 'Tis a beast of 1,000 heads, covered in black armor, its fire consuming whole villages.
Noble lady, I know Bestia is only in parts, yet I've seen some of the world, and never have I heard of such a terror.
You need but look about you, and spot Nilfgaard's legions.
Speechless.
Devastating. But you must forgive me, Your Grace. This struggle between realms is not one to which I can lay a hand.
Alright, so, for everybody else out there, this is where I made the wrong decision. I'm trying to play old Mr. Nice. I told him, fair enough, I cannot force you. After talking to some friends about this game, I missed out on an encounter, as well as a new trophy and a new card. Probably by far the best card for this game. So, being that I missed out and very upset, I decided to replay this entire game back to this point so I could record this and get this in. So, this time we are going to insist Sir Eric joins us. So I would recommend selecting the insist. And we're going to find out what we're going to get.
A manticore. How great is its appetite? How many men does it fell? In a moon, let us say.
It changes. At a time when the horror broods, it may be as many as 20.
I see. As now you must. Nilfgaard in my capital could mean as many as 20,000 felled. You live to fight evil, injustice, do you not? You can fight none greater than by doing so at my side.
The Manticore, Your Grace, must fall first. As to what happens later, I shall need to consult the good book and petition the gods.
Alright, so there is the card we got.
Agreed, so be it. This monster, where lies its lair? Where does it prowl?
To the north, my queen. A few leagues on.
Alright, so let's take a look at what we missed. Right here. Whoa, what is all of this? Alright, whenever an ally takes damage, strengthen self by 1. Fury. Human. If battling monsters, damage an enemy by this unit's power. Whenever an ally takes damage, strengthened by 1. Divine Inspiration. If you have the Manticore trophy on the battlefield, whenever an ally takes damage, strengthened by 2. Holy Warrior. If battling monsters and you have the Manticore trophy on battlefield, damage an enemy by this unit's power. Strengthened by 2. And then the Manticore trophy. So this is probably what we're going to get when we go take out this Manticore. Permanent resilience. Whenever an enemy appears on the battlefield, damage it at random by 1 or 2. Move to the other row. Okay. Well, that's very interesting. If battling monsters. Okay. So, we're going to battle a monster. We probably ought to put him in our deck. Wow, 10 food. That's crazy. Oh. I can keep one of those field medics. I could also make this crushing trap and put in. It's only a 4. I got the horn in there, okay. Alright, let's just go with this for our deck. Let's get this since we're right here.
Not a scrap.
All right.
'Tis in these ravines. The beast is near. I sense it.
At the furthest depth of the winding, gloomy canyon, scouts found the maw of a great cavern. Among the boulders outside it, whitening bones lay strewn. Ake dismounted and drew his blade.
By the god's grace, we found the beast's lair.
He said, lifting his gaze to the heavens.
We need them but to extend their favor as we battle the filth.
Order your men to begin the hunt for the manticore.
Meve cast a critical eye at her shield. Wood clad in leather and thin plate. Enough to stop a sword, certainly, but would it protect her from a beast's raging blow? Noticing her hesitation, Reynard approached the queen and said,
Your Grace, none will utter a disparaging word should you step back.
But they will think them,
replied Meve.
and that's bad enough. The war has begun. I can't appear weak to my fighting men.
Without awaiting an answer, Meve strode into the cave. The rest of the company followed, equally full of fear and faith in their queen and commander. Moments later, a great and powerful roar filled the cavern.
Here we go. Manticores are truly terrifying monsters. One Oxenford professor even argued that the bloodthirsty beast's very existence contradicts the widely held belief that the gods are merciful and benevolent. The publication of his thesis led to a heated theological debate, a debate which cooled, ironically enough, when the witch hunters had the scholar burned at the stake. Wow. Special rules shorten battle. Here we go. Alright. Hold on to that. Maybe. I think I'd rather have... I would rather get the war wagon. What the heck is going on here? This is kind of cool. 3 cards for 1 unit.
God's protectors.
Left wing. Every turn on turn start, move a random enemy from the ranged row to the melee row. Damage yourself by 6 whenever another limb is destroyed. Every turn start, move a random enemy from the melee row to the ranged row. Okay. Every 4 turns on turn start, damage all units on the melee row. Every turn on turn start, destroy the leftmost enemy on the melee row. What? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I kind of did this wrong, didn't I? What are we doing here?
Where its claws! The hardest plate they shred like fine vellum!
Moves it, of course. go ahead and play the
I'm
other
a
one.
waste of time for one like me.
Okay. So do 4. Well, I guess he's passed, so it's always coming back to me. Okay. Okay. Pulls another drummer.
Left, right, left, right.
This is probably overkill.
Keep that vile poison to yourself!
Damage all units on the melee row, so I need to take that out somehow. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Dang it. Well, put him here.
Again. Give me a target.
Every 4 turns. Oh, dang. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Arbalist to your
And
command.
take that one out. Let's just do all by 2. Forgot about that. Let's do. Let's play
Discipline
him.
shall bring us victory.
Okay.
My spirit's willing and how, but these damn boots are killing me. There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
Of course.
Aye.
These all did me absolutely nothing. Is this end my turn? Yeah, I can't play a card yet. I guess this one maybe?
Beware! Its tail flows with deadly venom!
Mark that. I might have way too many cards out here. So I just need to kill him.
I'm a won't say.
Prepare to fight if you've any
Nice.
honor.
All right.
We
Good
must
deal.
Thank the gods for this victory, both great and just.
With Ake at their side, the Lyrians felled the Manticore. Later, it was said the beast's dying wail, multiplied and strengthened as it passed through the caverns, could be heard as far as Spala.
Your Grace, many monarchs have I met in my time, yet none proved as virile in battle as did your Majesty.
Virile? I dislike the term. Seems not to suit a woman. I prefer valiant. Yet grateful I am for the compliment. Now pray reveal, have you made your decision? Will you swear to serve me? Are you prepared to take an oath?
I am not, Your Grace. I can serve only the gods. Yet, I do believe them to be on your side as one unjustly and treacherously attacked. Thus I see nothing wrong in assisting you.
Okay.
Then I am content and welcome you in my ranks, Sir Ake of Donnell.
The knight-errant bowed low from the waist. So low, in fact, the gambeson neath his mail creaked. Meave could only hope he would battle Nilfgaardians as boldly as he faced beasts.
Awesome. The Manticore Trophy. And now we've got this for our deck. Alright, let's take a look at that real quick. And I'm thinking, so with it being a trophy, it's going to have to replace the banner. Yep. Alright. And I'll put the bear in there. Oh, did I even look at that? I just threw it in the deck. Like, hey, what's going on? So, yeah, we did look at this when we first got it. Nice. Okay. And there we've got it. Now we've got these cards to our deck. So, we will get back to our regular scheduled program. Alright, after seeing that, we will go ahead and continue on with our game. From where we last left off. Alright, we just got into Adern, I think. Is that where we're at? I didn't even say. I think that's where we're at. All right. Also, because I replayed this game, I will have a little more money and wood, only due to the fact that the treasure chests, you do not re-get the multiplayer Gwent items. They go ahead and just give you cash and resources in them. So I think I do have a little more than starting off last time. So with that, just so you can see, I did get the Manticore trophy after going back and replaying this game, as well as the card here. So it's a pretty nice card with a bunch of different synergies. On top of that, I did go ahead. Oh, we have to, since I redid this, I have to edit this deck, so we might as well work on that right now, because I'm over. Actually, you know what, before we do that, I think I recall I also did go ahead and get the watchtower the last playthrough. I think there was some upgrades that reduced... Is it the mess hall? Mess tent? Will take less percent... Take up to 10% less of the recruit cap. That's probably a good thing. That will help us with our deck building. I'm not worried about creating units yet, but I think we probably ought to start getting more gold for every encounter. And what is this? 3,750? Okay. So we still got a ways for that. So let's jump back into our deck here. So now we're at 132 of 125. So what do we want to get rid of? We've got to get rid of 7. Get rid of 1 cavalry. Oh, but I do have her. She is 10. I forgot we rescued her at the end of that last playthrough as well. So if I add her, I've got to go down 10. So now I gotta go down 7 again. Maybe an infiltrator and maybe a scytheman. Oh, we've also got him too. He's 6. Oh, he's in there already. Okay. He's in already. Alright, well let's just go with that for our deck. I think we got some stuff we can do in here real quick. Yes we do. Alright.
Yes, Your Grace?
I cannot forgive myself one thing, that I failed to see through Caldwell's schemes. He must have plotted treason for months, years even, yet I suspected nothing.
Don't be too hard on yourself, Your Grace.
Easily said. Ugh, if I'd only realized it in time.
Nilfgaard would have found a different traitor, or sent an assassin north. It was unavoidable what happened. The Blackclads would have attacked in any case, and we'd have stood no chance to defeat the foe in open battle, repel him, drive him out.
So, had you been there when the peers assembled, you also would have voted to bend the knee?
No. My honor would never have allowed it. I'd have thrown myself into the fire, and probably died a fool for it. As matters stand, I still have a chance to thwart the invader, his intentions. It seems, in a twisted turn of fate, I should be grateful to Caldwell.
How has it come to this? I, Queen Meve of Lyria and Rivia, must prowl about the underbrush like a common bandit. And you, General Reynard Odo, once proud commander of 4 elite regiments of footmen, now lead a gang of deserters, bandits, and scythe-wielding peasants.
I do so proudly, Your Grace.
You must be joking, Reynard.
Your Majesty, under your husband I served 10 years, under you another 8, and never in that time did I fight for a more worthy cause. We seek not to grab land or stifle a peasant revolt. We fight for all the North, for our freedom, that of others. And you alone didn't give up. Didn't even consider bending the knee before Nilfgaard.
Yes, all true. Yet look where it's brought me.
Your struggle has but begun, Your Grace, and I will do all in my power to see you triumph in the end.
All right.
It's time I attended to other matters.
Let's see what our... Can't even remember how to pronounce him. Ek. Let's see what he's got to say.
Your Grace, how fortunate you're here. Behold what wickedness is afoot.
I'm trying to behold Sir Ake, yet I cannot be sure what.
Reynard and Gascon, my lady, caught in the act of playing face cards.
What? Oh.
Oh, that. Indeed they are. Good.
Good. Games of chance, good. Why, they are evil's very claws. Corrupting, tearing at the soul, seeping venom into the heart.
I wouldn't worry about Reynard's heart, Sir Ake. As for Gascon's, too late already, I fear. Besides, they're getting along, that's what matters. If cards do the trick, so be it. Does the good book contain an answer to every question?
Each and every query, without exception.
What does it prescribe a mother betrayed by her son? Tender forgiveness or unflinching firmness?
A moment while I ponder.
Indeed.
There's a verse in chapter 2. A child who doth with waywardness defy his mother and father deserveth discipline most severe. Strike him thus heartily, unless thine heart stilleth thy hand.
But one could interpret that any way one wishes.
To thine own self be judge and ruler, spoke the prophet Lebioda. For thou alone shalt answer for thine deeds before thee.
There's a certain wisdom to those words. They're not particularly helpful. Still. It would seem there are some wisdom to those words, but they are not particularly helpful. We'll play nice.
There's a certain wisdom to those words.
Yes, Your Majesty. One need but gaze deeply into the verses, and oneself.
How long have you hunted monsters?
Your crusade against monsters. Have you been at it long?
Come next Bellatane, it will be 20 years, Your Grace. Though there was one extended interruption.
For what reason? Had you grown weary of the knight-errant's life?
Not in the least. Never shall I cease in my quest to cleanse the world of filth and abominations. But at times evil puts up rather a good fight. I ventured forth to slay a dragon once, a gold one, as it were, calling itself Villa Tretormeft, or the like. Its very name, as is evident, a vile toil for the tongue and wafting wickedness. A great many mercenaries embarked on the hunt, lured by the promise of coin in heaps. The Crinford Reavers, Yarpen Zigrin, and a band of dwarves, even, curse the word, a witcher. One Yennefer, most lecherous sorceress at his side.
That name I've heard.
That we have.
But at the deciding moment, when the beast challenged all, I alone emerged to face it. Alas, shame burns me to admit it. I returned from the battle upon my shield. Figuratively. Literally, I returned in pieces. For 2 years, I lay in the Temple of Melitele in Alanda. Mother Neneke, God's protector, nursing me back to full health. And only when I could once more grip my sword did I return to the path I'd chosen.
And the dragon? What was its fate?
Some claim it flew off to Zerrikania, though it very well might yet lurk here, awaiting the opportune moment to terrorize the folk of the north again.
Farewell,
Alright.
Ake.
Ache. Is that how she pronounced that? Ache. I'll have to remember that.